Okay, good morning students. So now this is the last question under parabola. We have this type, and this type of questions are frequently asked in board examinations. So and similar concept we are going to use, this type of concept we are going to use under ellipse and hyperbola. So you have to listen carefully because this is completely a new concept. Whatever the questions we have solved right now, it's completely this one is a new concept. So here in this case we need to find the vertex, the focus, equation of directrix, equation of axis, equation of lattice rectum and length of lattice rectum for these two parabolas. So here I am going to solve only two questions. So you have to get this thoroughly. Listen carefully here. Let me directly first go with the A here. Okay. So question number 6. This one is the last question under parabola. Then after this parabola, so from tomorrow's lesson I will start uploading the videos on ellipse. So number A we have here it is. Okay. A here it is. Okay. y minus 2 whole square is equivalent to 2 times x plus 1. So now, as soon as you see this type of parabola, what you need to understand here it is, this is the parabola where the vertex is not at the origin. This is the parabola where the vertex is not at the origin. If the vertex is at the origin, you will simply find this type of parabola, y square is equal to 12x. As we have discussed in previous video, in previous lesson, if we find y square equal to 12x, this is a parabola where the vertex is at the origin. But this type of vertex, vertex of this kind of parabola will not be at the origin. So now in order to solve this question, what we have to do here is, okay, you can clearly see this is kind of concave right parabola. What we are going to do here is, right now this parabola might be somewhere here. I don't know. This is the parabola, it might be somewhere here. What I'm going to do here is, I'm going to shift this parabola to the origin. I'm going to shift this parabola to the origin by substituting let capital Y is equivalent to y minus 2 and capital X is equal to x plus 1. I hope you are getting what I'm doing here. Right now I told you this kind of parabola, the vertex will not be at the origin. So in order to do calculation, what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to shift this parabola, vertex of this parabola at the origin by substituting y minus 2 as a capital Y and x plus 1 as a capital X. Definitely, now what will be this equation? This equation becomes capital Y square is equivalent to 2 times capital X. Now this is the parabola. It is a new parabola. This is the original. Which one is the old parabola? For our calculation, what we did was we shifted its vertex to the origin. This becomes a new parabola by substituting this one as a capital Y and this one as a capital X. So now compare with this equation. Y square is equivalent to 4a. Remember, compare with capital X now. We have capital Y square, capital X. So what's the 4a value? 4a value is equivalent to 2 implies a value is equivalent to 1 by 2. So please remember, a value is 1 by 2. Okay, I need. After getting a value 1 by 2, now from here, you need to understand. Okay, so I just need this value later. Okay, capital Y is y minus 2 and capital X is x plus 1. Okay, so now the solving is completely different here. How to go about this one? We are going to make the column by dividing this one as a new coordinates. Okay, let me write this one as a new coordinates. New coordinates, which means a new parabola. Then our main aim is to calculate the vertex, focus, equation of directrix of this old parabola, old coordinates. Which means Here I am using this new coordinates just as a reference. That's all. Our main aim is to calculate all coordinates. Whatever the calculation you have to do is on all coordinates. When the marking is done on the big C, they will just see only this all. New I'm just going to use as a reference. So here, okay, capital X plus 1 is equal to capital X. Let me write here. Y minus 2 is equal to capital Y. Please remember this is concave, right? Parabola. So now, number one, what do you need to calculate? This is a new coordinate. This is a new coordinate means the parabola is, the vertex is at the origin. Yes or no? This is a new coordinate. Yeah. This is the original one. So now, number one, we need to calculate the vertex. What will be the vertex of this parabola now? For this new parabola. This is a new parabola. Old original parabola is somewhere here. For our calculation, for our convenience, we have shifted its vertex at the origin. So vertex is at the origin, which means this is the value of capital X and this is the value of capital Y. Substitute there. So now the vertex here it is. Okay, so substitute here. We have X plus 1 is equal to capital X is 0, implies X value is negative 1. Then similarly, Y minus 2 is equal to, what's the capital Y value? It is 0, implies Y is equal to 2. What's the vertex point now? Negative 1, 2. Actual parabola which is given, the vertex is at negative 1, 2. We have just shifted the vertex at the origin just for our calculation. We are using this new parabola as a reference. Okay. Number two, what do we need to calculate? Number two, we need to calculate focus. What's the focus for this concave right? You know, focus for concave right is a, 0. Isn't it? So a, 0 means a value we have calculated 1 by 2. Isn't it? Previous in here, a value we calculated 1 by 2. Which means this is a capital X value and this is a capital Y value. A value 1 by 2, remember, Y is equal to 2x, 4a is equal to 2, 2a is equal to 1, but yes, A value is 1 by 2. Okay, then focus point here it is. Substitute this capital X here. X plus 1 is equal to 1 by 2, which implies what's the X? Half minus 1 is minus half. Is that right? Half minus 1 is minus half. Then similarly, here it will be Y minus 2 is equivalent to, this is a 0 value, implies Y is equal to 2. So what's the vertex point now? It is a focus point is negative 1 by 2, 2. Does it? In board exam, they will just check only this answer. They will not check this. We are using this part just as a reference for our calculation. Number 3, what do you need? We need equation of directness. Now what's the equation of directness? You know, capital X. Remember, this is capital X is equivalent to what? Negative A. Yes or no? Capital X is called negative A. That implies capital X is called negative. What's the A value we calculated? 1 by 2. Therefore, now equation of directness here will be number 3. Equation of directness. Okay, substitute this negative half there. X plus 1 is equal to negative 1 by 2. That implies, I can take that side, this becomes X is equal to negative half, negative 1 by 2 is negative 3 by 2. Negative 3 by 2. Or you can write this one as a 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. This is the equation of directness. Remember, take 1, that side it becomes there, 2, 1 is 2, negative 1 is negative 3 by 2. Then we have equation of directness. Next one, what do we need? We need now equation of axis. Number 4, we need equation of axis. What's the equation of axis for concave right? For concave right, the equation of axis is capital Y is equal to 0. It does not lie on the y-axis. Remember previous video, capital Y is equivalent to 0. So definitely number 4, equation of axis here it is. Equation of axis here it is. Okay, substitute capital Y there. Y minus 2 is equal to 0. Does it? Next one we need number 5, equation of lattice rectum. Okay, this is concave, right? What's the equation of lattice rectum? Oh, please get the picture. I told you, capital X passes through A. Capital X is equivalent to A. That implies capital X is equal to 1 by 2. So number 5, we have equation of lattice rectum. What? Substitute there. X plus 1 is equal to 1 by 2. That implies X is equal to take 1 that side, minus of half minus 1 is minus 1 by 2. That implies 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Half minus 1 minus half. Take it. That is the equation of lattice rectum. Finally, what do we need? Finally, we need length of lattice rectum. Length of lattice rectum is equal to, you know, length of lattice rectum is 4a. What was the 4a value? When we calculate there, 4a is equivalent to 2u, isn't it? So 4a is equivalent to 2 units. What about this side? Number 6. What is the length of lattice rectum? Length of lattice rectum will remain same. We are just shifting the parabola, but we are not changing the size of the parabola. I hope you can understand. So that means the length of lattice rectum will remain same. So that's it. So in next question, in next video again we will do the question number 6b. Thank you.